Welcome all. I am L.Malarvizhi, Assistant Professor, PG and Research Department of Mathematics, Sithalakshmi Ramaswamy College, Tiruchirappalli. In this session, I am going to talk about catenary based on the equilibrium of strings. Before moving to the topic, let us see some basic concepts. The mechanics. Mechanics is a subject that has two branches, statics and dynamics. Based on fluids, the same subject goes to hydrostatics and hydrodynamics. Here, mechanics is a science that deals with the action of forces on the bodies, maybe either in motion or at rest. Statics is a branch, the condition under which the bodies remain at rest when acted on by forces called statics. Dynamics, motion of solid bodies, is called dynamics. The corresponding parts of the subjects dealing with the fluids are known as hydrostatics and hydrodynamics, respectively. The roller coaster is the best example for dynamics. The dynamics has two subdivisions, kinematics and kinetics. Kinematics deals different types of motion possible for a body. Kinetics effects of forces on motion of the body. Now this skipping rope is a fine example for kinetics, and the kicking a ball from one position to another position is the example for kinematics. Then a man walking on a road is a fine example for kinetics. That is, the force created between the foot and the floor is called kinetics. And kinematics, the all possible movement of a man based on the knee position is called kinetics. Types of forces. Force which produces to tend to produce a change in the existing state of rest of a body. The types of forces, we are having four types of forces: attraction, repulsion, tension, and reaction. Attraction. The force is acting between two bodies which are not necessarily connected. When two bodies tend to approach each other, the force is called attraction. And when they tend to separate, the force is called repulsion. Example for attractions are gravitational force, attraction between the two unlike magnetic poles. Example for repulsion is the repulsion between two unlike magnetic poles. Next, tension. When we push or pull a body by means of a string or a rod, we exert some force on the body through a string or a rod. Such a force is called a tension or thrust. This, for example, is a tug of war. Then action and reaction. Forces produced by a direct contact are known as action and reaction. When two bodies impact each other, the first body produces a force on the second body, that is called action. The second body produces a force on the first body, that is called the reaction. Equilibrium. When number of forces act on a body and keep it at rest, the forces are said to be in equilibrium. And now based on these concepts, we are going to see catenary. Uniform string or a chain hangs freely between 2 points, not in the same vertical line. The curve in which it hangs under the action of gravity is called catenary. If the weight per unit length of the string or chain is constant, the catenary is called uniform catenary or common catenary. From this diagram, you see the catenary is symmetrical with respect to y-axis, that is a vertical through the lowest point. This line of symmetry is called axis of this catenary. The lowest point C is called the vertex of the catenary. The horizontal line at a depth C below the vertex is called the directrix of the catenary. The distance AB is called the span, and the distance CD is called the sag of the catenary. Now we are going to derive the Cartesian equation of the catenary. Then ACB is from the diagram, ACB is a catenary, a string, uniform string. Then PT is a tangent at P, T0 is a tension at C. It is act in the horizontal direction. Then PT, the tangent, makes an angle psi with the x-axis, that is OX. And CP is a small length of the string, has weight WS. That weight acts vertically downwards. Now we are going to derive the equation for this, resolving the forces horizontally and vertically. First, we are going to resolve the force PT along the horizontal axis, that is OX. T cos psi equal to T naught and T sin psi equal to WS. Dividing these two equations, we get tan psi equal to WS by T naught. Put T naught equal to WC. Substitute T naught in tan psi, we get tan psi equal to WS by WC, that is equal to S by C. That implies S is equal to C tan psi. This is the equation called intrinsic equation of the catenary. Now, we know that dy by ds equal to sin psi, dy by dx equal to tan psi. dy by d psi equal to dy by ds into ds by d psi. dy by ds, you substitute sin psi, d by ds of s, c tan psi from the intrinsic equation. Sin psi into c into secant squared psi. That is equal to c secant psi tan psi. After integrating this, we get c y equal to c secant psi plus a. If we apply the initial conditions, if y equal to c, when psi equal to 0, then c equal to c secant 0 plus a. From this, a equal to 0. Now, y equal to c secant psi, squaring on both sides. Therefore, y squared equal to c squared secant squared psi. Secant squared psi can be written as 1 plus tan squared psi. That is equal to c squared into 1 plus tan squared psi. Again, c squared plus c squared tan squared psi. The c squared and tan squared psi is an intrinsic equation. Therefore, we substitute it as s squared. Therefore, y squared equal to c squared plus s squared. dy by dx equal to tan psi. That is equal to s by c. That is equal to root of y squared minus c by c from the previous equation. By variable separable, we separate the variables as dy by root of y squared minus c squared equal to dx by c. Integrating, we get cos inverse of y by c. That is equal to x by c plus b. When x equal to 0, y equal to c, b equal to 0. Therefore, cos h inverse of y by c equal to x by c. Now, y equal to c into cos h of x by c. This is the Cartesian equation of the catenary. Application of the catenary in real life is the Pamban bridge in Rameswaram and the hanging bridges wherever we are having. These are all based on the properties of catenary. Thank you.